Welcome everybody. It is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. On this episode, we are going to answer the question, will Cardano ADA hit $10 in 2026? So we've got a few problems first before we get to the $10 mark, and that's what I want to go over on this episode. So if you guys do get something out of this, like, comment, subscribe, and it's great to be back. So I haven't done a video in a few weeks. I just did an overall crypto investor video, and then this will be the second video that I put out on Monday or Tuesday. Right now we are May 11th of 2026, and Bitcoin's starting to pump a bit, but I want to focus our attention on ADA. So at the end of the day, this is a Cardano channel, if you will. So it's kind of where we started. Again, May 11th, 2026. Nothing on this episode should be taken as financial advice. You're listening to a loose moose. Okay, so ADA. Let's take a look at Bitcoin first. So Bitcoin, 81,000, roughly 82K. I feel like we're taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Check out my recent video on all this. So that will be out right here on the channel. We have a bunch of videos that we go over everything crypto, really. Crypto security, different projects, mainly Cardano as well. But right now, and we'll talk about the first problem here. ADA price is 28 cents, give or take, okay? So let's go here, ADA 28 cents. Why is that? There's a few reasons, okay? Number one, the dominance. So in particular, generally speaking, okay, of course, the crypto market can do anything. 4-year cycles have changed. A lot of the world has changed. We have large institutions buying up crypto. Banks are buying, things like MicroStrategy or Strategy, if you will, which own a lot of Bitcoin. The world is different. We're going to see the Clarity Act hopefully pass, which we'll go over in this video as well. But what's important to realize with Altseason, okay, and that's when Cardano has the opportunity to go up in price. It's not going to happen until the Bitcoin dominance goes down. So basically the Bitcoin dominance, it gives you an idea of how much money, how much of the market cap is in Bitcoin compared to other projects. Right now it's roughly 60%. Okay. So we have all these tools on CoinMarketCap. If we go here at the bottom, the Bitcoin dominance is 60%, which is high. Typically in an alt season, Bitcoin dominance goes from like 50, 60 to like 40%. Okay, so most of the market cap, if you look at the 2.73 trillion in crypto market cap, 60% of that is in Bitcoin. And then on top of that, 10% is in Ethereum. So there's only 20 to 30% of the market cap that's in these other projects. So we need to see a flow from Bitcoin into other projects. Okay. Of course, there could be big news. There could be any kind of reason where, maybe Ethereum breaks, right? Ethereum could break or Solana breaks. Well, what do we do now? Well, you look at the other projects. So basically every year Cardano survives, I feel like it further legitimizes the project. And right now it's one of the best staking cryptos. I think it is the best. If you guys know of a different crypto project that has a better staking mechanism, let me know. But right now, Cardano with their proof of stake, every 5 days you get a nice yield. Guys, get in the Hedges stake pool. That's the one that I'm in right now. That's the one that is sponsored by this channel, if you will. But Cardano, right? We're not going to see it do well or go back to previous all-time highs until we get an alt season. But right now we're at the lows. Okay. I don't see it going much lower than here. Again, last time we didn't have smart contracts. We didn't have a lot of things, but a lot of things that have changed. So I want to get into that as well. So really the big hurdle, if you want to see a $10 ADA, we need an alt season. We need an alt season, and assuming an alt season happens, Cardano's positioned very well, right? It's a very decentralized blockchain. There's Midnight, which we'll talk about a little bit. So a privacy focused partner chain. And in terms of interoperability, bringing potential smart contracts and DeFi to Bitcoin, it could be a big move. And large institutions, large investors are looking at this. So here's an example, Grayscale. So Grayscale private funds, Grayscale smart contract fund. If you guys take a look here, I just checked this out this morning. Assets under management, what is it, 2 mil? It's not that much really. Shares outstanding, but let's look at this. Right now, Cardano accounts more than AVAX, more than SUI, more than HBAR. It accounts for 18%, almost 19% of their holding is in ADA, right? So we've got ETFs, we've got the Clarity Act. We're gonna have more clarity in terms of government for legislation with crypto, right? So it's hard to make moves. It's hard for crypto to grow if there's no fiduciary responsibility. So right now, like you've seen stocks do well, but that's because buying stocks now, it's much less risky than it was before, prior to 2008. Because you could almost do whatever you want, right? You could make like a stock of a stock of a stock. They did all these crazy things. I don't know if you guys watched The Big Short, but that's what was happening, man. Like you had people that were borrowing way more than they were able to ever pay back. And right now with crypto, it's kind of still the Wild West of like, you know, what's going to happen. And we're going to see more clarity with that. So it's really cool to see that. That would be more on the positive note. But the real problem right now with ADA, okay, is that because we haven't had a big run up in price and we haven't really had an alt season, we have projects like JPG Store, which is shutting down. So May 23rd in what is that, 12 days, 2 weeks roughly. Like guys, remove your assets. I'm gonna have to do a video on this. But JPG Store is closed down. And to be honest, I've been traveling, I've been doing all this video work, and that happened. I saw Iagon move down quite a bit. But to hit on JPG Store, like NFTs have just not done well. I understand the idea, but just because something's a good idea doesn't mean it's going to work. The market is the market is the market. Pay attention to what people want in the simplicity of what people want. And I've made all those mistakes on this channel. So my biggest mistake was like, just buy Bitcoin, or I should have just bought Bitcoin and just keep it at that, if you will, right? So you guys let me know as well, but for JPG Store, I don't know what the alternative is going to be. I don't know if there is an alternative, right? So I'm gonna have to do a video on how to remove your assets on JPG Store. Yeah, so it's not looking good in that regard, but really, in the truth of the matter is, what are people doing with Cardano, right? Like there's a bit of DeFi, there's yield farming, but again, with so many different factors, is it even worth it to do a lot of DeFi? I understand the idea. I understand the idea of doing things like yield farming where you can hold your crypto in a non-custodial fashion, and we could all delegate to a pool or pool in our funds, lend and borrow, and we get a little bit of that reward. That makes sense. But again, the average person, do they want to do that, right? We got to keep it simple. Cardano has to keep it simple. Cardano needs what Phantom is doing. They need a better app. They need to make this widely accessible. It's got to be about the cell phone, guys. Okay? I understand these ideas. Perhaps it is an advantage to do what we do in particular on this channel. We know how to set up non-custodial wallets, like hardware wallets, connect them to dApps. But at the end of the day, if not enough people are using it, if it's not going to be easy to do, right, we have to take out the friction. So Bitcoin does that in a lot of ways with security, the ability to make it divisible. So it's got the divisibility feature. It's simple. You can move it anywhere in the world. It's decentralized. You know, it's hard to alter. I understand it. And that's the real question. Is Cardano simple enough to understand, right? Whoever's first, whoever keeps it simple, those are the winners, right? Because the average person, they're not going to do all the things that crypto allows you to do. People want to hop on the internet, they want an app, and they want to just swipe left or right, so to speak. They want to just use it, right? Banks aren't going to go away because people need help. People want simplicity, right? We're definitely not going to veer away from simplicity. That's my main point here is, what is the simplest tool? We need more software with Cardano that keeps things simple through apps. That's just where we're at. And beyond that, I don't know if we're going to use apps or cell phones, but it plays in all this. You guys let me know down below. But is Cardano simple enough? Because not that I don't even like Solana, but the Phantom wallet is so good. You download that Phantom app, you get into those degenerate, tokens that people are just gambling, maxing on. That's a big thing, right? But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Is like, is Cardano simple enough? I understand it's this technological thing. It's very techy. It's research based. Nobody really cares. They want to keep it simple. I like Cardano. It's the best staking. I love staking. I love seeing those rewards. And I love the blockchain as a whole. I think we need more better, simple projects to be built on Cardano. Okay. So that's the big sticking point there. Cardano is still holding itself well. It's a top 10 crypto, top 11 right now. Assuming a bull run, Cardano could do well. In terms of price, where do I think it could go? I don't know. So many things have changed right now. Focus and attention has been put into, I don't know. I don't want to flag this video, but it's very unpredictable, markets in general, right? Especially the more you do it, you're like, the more you learn about crypto in the space, the more you realize you don't know anything. But really, to get back to all-time highs, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It's going to happen before you know it. But again, even to get back to previous all-time highs from where we're at right now, unless we see an alt season, it's not going to happen. Unless we see more creators in the space, it's not going to happen. It's just not. Unfortunately, with Cardano and creators, it's a big reason I haven't been making a lot of videos is it's not that you're not financially incentivized to create content. You lose money making content, right? Things are very expensive in the world, right? When you have to pay your bills, etc. But for me to make videos, I don't make money on this channel. Okay, let's say I make after a couple months $100, $200. Guys, it takes hours just to prep content, even a simple video like this, right? I got a $7,000 camera, expensive lenses, mics. Most people don't even have this kind of setup. It's very basic. But again, I can actually control quite a bit from here. Let's see with the office light. So I've been messing around with the lights and stuff. There's these different modes. You guys let me know which one looks the coolest. So it's going to change a little bit. Purple is kind of cool. We get the red. This is when the moose gets angry. I'm going to do some of these videos, right? But in general, we'll just keep it on the reading or the nighttime mode here. I think that looks kind of cool. But what I'm getting at right here, as an overall perspective, we do need an alt season. It's not going to happen until people get excited. Really, it is fear-driven. It's going to be, perhaps it's going to be a stimulus effect, right? So crisis is always opportunity in that sense. But in terms of alt season, right, we do need Bitcoin to get the next leg up. Bitcoin's going to be the first mover. We saw it with some altcoins. We did not see it with, actually, you know what it is? The last Bitcoin pump, I don't think that was the real pump. I think the real pump will be the next one, where you see Bitcoin go from 80 to like 250, 300K. I think it's going to blow people's socks off. The previous bull run, I think that was like a fake bull run, if you will. I think this is all elongated. That makes sense. So if you go to, where's the rainbow chart? It's all elongated. when we pumped last time, guys, I don't think that was it. I think the next one will be the big one because we haven't gotten into the yellow, the orange, the red mark here. This gives you a visual representation of past cycles. We're probably going to see a $250,000 Bitcoin. Then you're going to get the alt run. Okay. So not financial advice, but guys, do not forget about Bitcoin. Think about it long term. And in terms of Cardano, we have these problems and hurdles that I brought to your attention, right? Effectively, we need the alt run and we need more simplicity with it. But all in all, I'm still confident with ADA. I've never sold one Cardano, at least not in terms of my overall holdings. I'm very bullish, okay? But unfortunately, we've seen a lot of projects fail and go down, right? We've seen anything and everything happen in terms of opportunities. I mean, guys, look at Iagon. Iagon is at 3 cents. This project has not performed well. Let's see it on the year. Will it even show it on the year? It's not looking good. It's gone from 30 cents, which I was in early on this project. I should have held on longer. But, you know, this is down a lot. Let's look at Rise. So this was Cornucopias. They already changed their name to Rise. I'm holding like 100,000, 200,000 of these tokens. This could be a big opportunity. You go from 0.003 cents, a big gaming project. So there are opportunities. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. Okay. But a lot of hurdles right now with Cardano. Can it hit $10? It absolutely can, because the next bull run will be significant. But until we see an alt season, guys, until Bitcoin starts pumping past 100, getting into that 180, 200K mark, which will happen. I think that's going to happen. I would put 95% on that. Also, I'd probably put that in 2026, like this year. So, yeah. How brave are you guys? What do you guys think? Comment down below. In the meantime, guys, when you are picking up crypto, make sure that you're using cold storage. This is the Tangent ring, if I can get it off. It's a ring, and it works with an app through NFC, and you can tap it and sign transactions. I have a bunch of videos on this, so go to the channel. We have unboxing videos, step-by-step tutorials, how to send crypto to these devices where you don't have to trust an online exchange. Tangent ring, guys. I mean, or the wallet, get whatever you want. But if you get the ring, it comes with 2 backup cards, which are freaking awesome. So I should have some around as well. There we go. We got Trezors, ledgers, links to everything. Pick up a wallet. Even if you don't use Code Moose, even if you don't use my affiliate link, use these links because you will be on the right website. Okay? Just don't get scammed. That's a big thing that I talk about on the channel. So with that being said, guys, the moose is loose. We could get to $10. It's not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen until we see a significant alt season. Okay? Which I think could happen, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm very focused on Bitcoin right now. So the moose is loose. Give me your thoughts and opinions. Cheers.